Hi guys. The question whether the thylacine exists or doesn't exist will go on for many years. The purpose of this video is to show the vast wilderness of Tasmania, which gives weight to my belief that the thylacine still exists. We take off from Strawn on the west coast, and within minutes we are flying over wilderness. For me, this will be a one-way flight, approximately 40 minutes to a destination where I'll set up a base camp and then deploy cameras in hope of finding the thylacine. In preparation for this trip, I used Google Earth to scope the entire wilderness area for suitable locations to set up the cameras. Once I found a suitable camp location using Google Earth, I needed to be sure that I had clear air between the campsite and mobile phone towers, which were up to 30 kilometres away. Knowing that I had clear air between the base camp and a mobile phone tower, I was fairly confident in being able to pick up a mobile phone signal, which I need to be able to set up the cell base to be able to send the images back home to my computer and to be able to contact the cell base from my computer at home. Within a few minutes of leaving Strawn and flying over all this wilderness, I start to question, why am I flying so far away to set up cameras when I could have just set up cameras within 5 to 8 minutes of Strawn? But where is the right place?
Buddy, look at that, that's just the remote there and they're all going.
In preparation for camping in wilderness areas, all my equipment is thoroughly clean. The bottom of the tent, everything is sterilised, my boots are scrubbed and sterilised on the soles. Any equipment that I take, any hardware that I take into the wilderness, it's all purchased locally, it's not brought interstate, and it's all new. It's very important to treat the equipment this way so I don't introduce any pathogens into the area that weren't there before. I have 6 cameras. A single camera will cover the area about the size of a cricket pitch. So I'm covering 6 cricket pitches. And look at all this area. How can I expect to find a thylacine? How do I expect one to walk in front of one of my cameras? And yet, when the last thylacine was captured, the one that died in the Hobart Zoo, back in the 1930s. That animal was caught in a snare about the same size as a dinner plate. So somehow that was supposed to have been the last thylacine. How can you put a snare out in the wilderness, the size of a dinner plate, catch a thylacine and say that was the last one? Well, they're still there. we bank around this mountain, the pilot points out to the mountain range far off into the distance where I'm headed. I can't believe I'm heading that far.
Yeah, really, that far. That's big, but good work. That far.
Before leaving Strawn, every item I took with me had to be weighed. With the weight of the pilot, myself and my equipment, I was way overweight. Then we began going through all my equipment, working out what I really needed to take. So in the end I had to pull out several kilos of equipment, camera stand, which made things very awkward. I reduced the water that I took with me and several other items. At the end of the day, it made the trip a lot safer, as the pilot was concerned about the altitude where we'd be landing, that the air would be quite thin, the helicopter would come down quite fast. So we were working the helicopter to its limits.
So does that mean they can't block it?
I am about halfway to my destination. Is there anybody out there that still thinks thylacine doesn't exist? Do you think there's more than a fair chance that it does still exist? protect the location of my cameras, I've decided not to show the descent into the landing area.
Cell base. No.
So thanks for joining me on this trip out into the bush. And if you want to see what happens after we land, you'll have to watch my film Thylacine Dreaming, which you can find on my YouTube channel. So thanks again for watching, and I hope this opened your eyes and opened your mind into the possibility that the thylacine still exists.